we've always known Israel to be the Goliath when it comes to David and Goliath. But what can be done for these, to prevent, to slow things down? What can negotiations be had? We know Anthony Blinken's in the area. Are we thinking about peace? Are we thinking about, I know Israel wants to talk about retaliation, but should we be talking about retaliation?
Well, who is we when it comes to comparing Israel to Goliath? You don't need to listen to my words, but actually see what the Palestinian leadership they're saying. They call to free Palestine from the river to the sea. That's exactly where Israel is. They don't want peace with Israel. They want peace without Israel. And I think that if the Palestinian leadership were given two options, to either have a peaceful state of their own or to kill all the Jews, unfortunately, they would choose the latter because they're not interested in peace.
So, Hanan, what do you think about people saying that Israel wants to commit genocide and just wipe out the Palestinians? You're saying that if you ask an average person in Tel Aviv, they don't want retaliation, they don't want to wipe out the Palestinians. But is that really the truth, or is it just a minority of people? Because Netanyahu's government has always wanted, really, to end once and for all the aggression between Palestinians and Israel.
That's a great question. And I think that the best way to look at it is to look at the numbers, because if Israel is committing a genocide or an ethnic cleansing of Palestinians, then you would want to see a decrease in the number of Palestinians living in the Gaza Strip and in Judea and Samaria, also known as the West Bank. But what we are actually seeing is an increase in numbers. So if Israel is committing a genocide or a possible ethnic cleansing, we are doing a bad job at this, because Palestinians are growing in the numbers. They are allowed to come into Tel Aviv. They're allowed to come into Israeli cities, correct, with the right permit. But when I visited the Hadassah hospital in Jerusalem last year, I saw the hospital was filled with Palestinian patients from the Gaza Strip, from Palestinian towns. So when they need help, they know who to turn to, and it's Israel, because they know the truth more than all of us. They know that Israel is not their enemy, and when they need help, they'll get it from the Israelis.
All right, Hanani, before I let you go, I'm going to ask you, I do like talking to you. You give as good as you get. Okay, so when we look at Gaza Strip, many say it's a concentration camp, an open-air concentration camp. People can't come and go. Look, even Israel cut off electricity, water, any kind of supplies. Israel has the switch. How is that fair?
Well, actually, that's one of the main accusations, that people like to say that Gaza is an open prison. And there are a lot more accusations. Also, Hamas said that they didn't kill anybody. They only killed IDF soldiers. But then when they actually posted footage of civilian bodies, they said they killed civilians because they're part of the occupation. They said they didn't kill children, they didn't decapitate babies, but then when the footage came, they said, okay, we were taking care of child hostages. So same thing with this open prison accusation. Both Israel and Egypt share a border with the Gaza Strip. Ask yourselves, why do both Egypt and Israel keep their border crossing closed at this moment? It is because there is a problem inside the Gaza Strip, and it's called Hamas. Israel is not the problem in this conflict. Israel is the solution. And when you're in time of war, and when you see that Hamas is using all these facilities, including electricity, water, they use water pipes to build rockets. And, then they complain, why don't they have water? So again, I say, they are using the Palestinian people as human shields and hostages in their murderous campaign to destroy Israel.